What is up, everybody? This has been
So,
something we've been working on, or kind of in the spur of the moment type of thing that we've been working the scenes, setting up a podcast type of thing for you guys. And here you go. This is the very first one. Not everybody's here right now, but we can only give you what we got. So go ahead, Mark, introduce yourself.
I'm Mark, or Stormtrooper Mark is my YouTube channel name. Yes.
All right, and you guys know I'm John, MKG Entertainment, blah blah blah. All right, I just want to start this out by asking Mark, what made you want to start YouTube?
Well, I've been watching guys like Chris Stuckman, the Flick Pick, Jeremy Johns, so many of these YouTubers, and I'm like, you know what? They're so entertaining. Maybe I should give this a shot. And then I seen so many other people do reaction videos, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty easy to do. And so I posted my very first reaction video last year, right around the time with Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and I just randomly put that on. I got over 5,000 views, so I was shocked. And then I didn't do nothing for 9 months, and then I finally started to do YouTube, and I was like, if I posted more videos back then, I would have twice as much subscribers now.
Probably triple.
Yeah. So at the time, I never thought about doing reaction videos. I just posted that one reaction video for Star Wars, and it never occurred to me, wait, I could do more movies. So I fucked up in that part, but yeah.
All right, that's fair enough. I think, yeah, because when I first did YouTube, which was like, God knows, like 3 years ago, and how much success I was having was like over 300 subscribers, and then my computer crashed and all that just went downhill. And then my friend Josh, not Tech Gamer, but my actual friend Josh, said we should start YouTube. And I was like, all right. And I just randomly uploaded a video, and it was not going well. It was slow. So I had like 30 videos, I think. And I was like, all right, I'm not happy with this channel right now. So I deleted all that content, which bummed me out because when that lady said she wanted to check out the Vegas stuff, I had like 3 videos or 4 videos vlogging from there. And I was like, damn it, I got to find them. I just, tried a reaction video just for fun. And people could say they're the cancer of YouTube, whatever. But they're fun. I thought they're so damn fun to do because everyone's reaction is different. Like, not everyone's gonna like the same thing. So I think it's just, I don't know. It's something. People could say it's easy, whatever, but it's fun.
It's not that easy, really, because sometimes some people just sit there and just look bored. And then, okay, bye, and they leave. It's like, well, I want to know what your opinion is, right? You're just gonna sit there and look, like, do this, and then be like, well, thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye. It's just like, okay.
I've done that before, but that's only because, like, when you have garbage stuff, you're just like, no, don't even need an opinion on
I
this.
tried to do a reaction video of the first Ninja Turtles trailer that came out a couple months ago, and at the moment, I'm like, this is garbage, and I was just so mad. I'm like, and if I posted it up, people would have gave me dislikes because they would have hated my reaction. But then the Ghostbusters trailer came out, and I'm like, okay, compared to Ghostbusters to Ninja Turtles, the Ninja Turtles movie looks like it could be something Oscar-worthy compared to Ghostbusters.
And I want to talk about that briefly because me and you both did reactions to another international trailer today, and the funniest part of that whole thing was at the end when he was like, Ghostbusters.
That's like, what I said in my video. It was like, Ghostbusters! Like that. It was like Japanese. That made me smirk. I was like, that's the best part of that damn trailer.
But most people hate this film, and it has not come out yet, and people could say, you haven't seen it yet, so how can you judge it? From the trailers to get you interested into the movie or movie game, whatever it is. The point of the trailer is supposed to get you engaged and want you to go see this thing.
Get your ass in the seat. And ain't working.
Yeah. And me and you, and I don't know if Josh liked it. I don't know if he did. I don't know. I haven't asked him.
Josh Tech Gamer?
Yeah.
No, I watched his reaction video, and he was just like, he made him sick. And then he did another video, and he's like, finally, I can watch a video that makes me happy, because that last Ghostbusters trailer was just not good. I'm just like,
Well, and like some guy said that apparently the new Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is the logo for Go that.
It is. It
That
looks a
makes
lot
no
like the
sense.
logo.
So I don't.
What it makes no sense. It feels like they're trying to be nostalgia and bring back some stuff that's elements that feels like this is the old. But a lot of the jokes just don't make any of these new characters. And Patty, is that her name? She is just so cringeworthy. I literally want to take a gun and just shoot myself in the face. This is, ugh.
To me, she's the most entertaining part of the whole trailer, but
Really?
it's not entertaining to the point where I'll be like, I have to go see that movie because Patty's smacking Melissa McCarthy. No, it's still garbage, no matter what. I will never watch that movie. I don't care. And the weird thing is when I see people's reactions, other reactions saying this movie's going to be good and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, either they're being paid to say it because there's very possibility that they could be getting paid, or they've never seen the original Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah. And I'm not the
And
biggest Ghostbusters fan. I've seen the movie a few times. I recently actually watched the second movie for the first time, like a couple months ago. And I didn't understand why people hated the second movie. I'm like, even the second looked way more getting. And it's just like, it just seems like everything is wrong in this damn movie, and it's just none of the jokes are working. And then you hear that the original cast that are alive are coming back to play cameos of not their characters. It makes no sense.
what the hell's I gonna say? Um, I'm also like I like the Ghostbusters movies, the old ones. They're not my favorite movies in the whole world by any stretch of the means, but I understand the concept of why people are upset why they're remaking this movie because it's a classic. It is a classic movie. People could hate the but it doesn't matter. The concept that they're remaking this movie, and they're just slapping the Ghostbusters trademark on it, and that's the reason why people are furious. Not because it's a cast of women, nothing like that. You could have, we've said this before, we just talked about this before we even came on the air, that you can have a cast of guys. You can have The Rock, Kevin Hart, who else? Anybody.
I feel like as guys, we would get like Adam Sandler and his friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
It would have been that. It would have been the same lame jokes. I don't care. It's females. Like, go girl power, whatever. Like, if they had like good actresses that I'm familiar with, I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I think that show was just garbage. And so, if they had actually entertaining women like Emma Stone or something like that, or even Jennifer Lawrence, I think would have been a lot better. Like, I don't like these actresses. Melissa McCarthy just drives me crazy. She's the same character in every damn movie, and she's not funny.
She's not funny. And I see that you just said you watched Mike and Molly for the first time, right?
Mike and Molly. Oh, I watched the first season because I didn't know who she was back then. And then she became a big star, and I stopped watching it not because of Melissa McCarthy, because I didn't find the show that funny. And dear God, Melissa McCarthy just bugs the shit out of me. And like any of her movies, like people like give me shit like, oh, so really, I didn't really laugh. I didn't understand that movie. No, just no. Just stop acting.
Have you ever seen The Identity Thief? Or
Oh
whatever?
dear God, I watched that on Netflix. Okay, I was laughing a lot because I was high as fuck, and that's how I feel like you need to be when you watch the new Ghostbusters movie.
I'm gonna need something like
Some brownies.
couple of shots.
You need to take shots. That's the only way you're gonna enjoy this movie.
I'll need a shot of like rum and coke, vodka, maybe some pills. But yeah, I'm gonna say this, and people can say, "Well, you should go give it a chance." No, do not go see this movie. I've said it countless times. Don't even, because if you go and say like, "Well, I'm gonna go see this movie just to check it out," you're still giving him the money. and they're gonna be like, oh, people saw it, so let's make the sequel. And that is so if you don't go see the movie, they'll be like, oh, maybe they really don't like it. Like
Unfortunately, I need to do a sequel no matter what, even if it bombs.
you're gonna go check it out.
That already tells me that the studio just don't give a shit. Like, they're gonna pop out a terrible sequel. And what's really gonna bug me is kids today who haven't seen the original film are gonna see this movie thinking it's funny and not even give the original a chance. And I don't know. Like, the original, it's still out there. It's not being deleted. It's not like getting destroyed on the face of the planet that you can never watch it again. Like, I'll rather watch the originals again. It's just today's society, they're not going to give the originals a chance if they think this one is so god awful, right?
Well, yeah, I completely agree. I can't see it just because of the fact I don't want to see it.
What really bugs me is that trailer when the part with Patty and they have a freaking ghost on her, taking her away, and then the fucking cell phones are actually taking pictures with her.
Yeah, they're not scared. They're not scared of the ghost at all, and that's like what. Like in the originals, you were kind of scared of. You were like scared of the ghosts, like the one in the library was a lot creepier, and you weren't all, oh, it looks cool. Let's go get up close to it and check it out. Like, no, 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 no. And
also, it's like, what was I gonna say? This just feels like a cash grab, and like you said, it's taking a classic movie, right? And for me, I feel like one of the movies they should never touch is Back to the Future. I feel like all three of those movies are perfect. Never fucking remake it. And if they ever decided to remake those, it's going to be Ghostbusters all over again because those are such classic films. And they're so good that even the director of them even said that nobody's allowed to touch my movie over my dead body. And I wish the guy who made Ghostbusters would do the same thing. But he's like producer of this new movie and he's like praising it.
wait, so I didn't know that the original director's directing this Ghostbusters.
He's not the director. He's like the producer, and yeah.
So maybe he's running out of money or something. I don't know. I don't know why they even decided to make this.
And I said in my video because I watched another video and they talked about how Dan Aykroyd saw the movie, and he sort of praised it. And I feel like either the studio's paying him to say that, or he really did like it. He didn't say it was better than the originals, but he did say it was scarier and funnier. Well, from the trailers, we didn't see that. I'm sorry, but these trailers do not prove that it's funnier or scarier. It proves that the movie is complete dog shit.
It's a cash grab. You put it right on the head. And a good example of a movie that cashed in on a good remake is Jurassic World. Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. Those are another movies that don't need to be remade, but they did, and it worked.
Oh, okay.
I personally, go ahead.
I actually did like that movie.
It's a good movie. I loved it. I saw it at least, I think I've seen it like 3 or 4 times, and I love Chris Pratt, so I'm biased on it, but I just enjoyed it. I thought it was good. A lot of people said they shouldn't have made the Raptors friendly. They didn't make them friendly. It was not a friendly thing, but people love them. I thought it was a great movie. I think they hit a home run with that, but that's not the same concept with Ghostbusters. They fucked it up.
And with Ghostbusters, like, even the trailer lies to you. It says 30 years ago, right? I think it said like 4 scientists. Then people went online and was like, it's actually 3 scientists and Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to 4 friends. And okay, they say 30 years ago, they're trying to say the movie existed, the originals, but the trailer clearly is a reboot. It's not a sequel to the first 2. And I hate that the trailer is lying. Right?
Yep. And I went into an exclusive rant on this movie, a very in detailed one, and I'm not going to waste my time with it again, but
I hope this is done. No more trailers. I'm tired of watching these god awful trailers. It's giving me
It
a
comes
head.
out in August, right?
Oh god. What's it competing with?
What comes? All I know is that was the international trailer, so you know you're gonna get a third US trailer soon.
Oh dear god.
You know that's coming within the next couple of days.
I think I'm gonna have to get into starting getting into doing coke or something to watch this trailer because
I'm gonna get
I
a
don't have
therapist.
patience for this shit. Yeah, I need a therapist. I need to see a doctor. And who are you gonna call? I'm gonna call my fucking doctor and tell him I have a problem in this Ghostbusters trailer. I'm not.
They're just ruining the name, and that's it. So
Ghostbusters serious? Nope.
any final thought before we move on?
Hashtag fuck this new Ghostbusters trailer. I
All
don't even
right.
like the fact it's just called Ghostbusters. Why can't it have a title, a tag, like a title, a subtitle, so we don't have to compare the original Ghostbusters to this new one? Like, I hate that it's the same title as well. Like, I wish it had a subtitle so we can clearly tell which, talk about the original one and this new one. And just,
Yeah, like Ghostbusters, Bitches in New York with Patty. I don't know.
The only thing I give this trailer right is Slimer does look good. That's it.
Yeah, Slimer does look good. I will give him that. That was very cool to see him in there. But that's not enough for me to go, all right, let's go see Slimer. He's probably going to have like 19 seconds of screen time.
I also feel like it's going to be the same movie as the first. Like, you see them on top of this, like, you see the huge building, and then the it's not Stay Puft, but it looks like him. It looks like it's mimicking Exist as well, right? Like, I think I've already seen this movie.
Yeah, that's exactly. And like I said, he looks like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas had sex with the original.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Too. And what I liked about Stay Puft, he was this cute, adorable monster, and that was awesome. And this new one just looks
He's 4.
He's just terrible. Poor Chris Hemsworth, he's in this movie, but it's fine. You know what? You're Thor. You're in a better franchise. Just stick to being Thor, because I noticed in a lot of his movies recently, he's in a lot of shit.
Well, yeah, and his brother is an Independence Day, so I think he got the better end of the movie bargain for the summer here.
Yeah, summer here, yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm enough Ghostbusters talk. It's making me want to just drown myself in. Okay, what's the next topic? Because yeah.
What video games?
What's that?
Have you been playing any video games at all? I know you're a gamer.
Oh yes. Okay, recently because I got a new computer, which I'm finally happy with. Because my old one, my laptop I had this MacBook, and when I got it, it's good to use, but doing YouTube, no, because you have to have a lot of editing software, and just doing YouTube on a MacBook was causing a lot of issues and freezing up my computer, causing it to also want to continuously reboot. And so I'm like, I need a new computer. So I spent $1,500 on this new computer, and I freaking love it.
Wow.
Yeah. And I got dual monitors, which I've always wanted. So I got Overwatch. Awesome game. Having a lot of fun. My friend, he's like, you got to get this game, especially for PC, because for PC you can play online a lot easier than I think on consoles, because on console you really have to have just your friends. I don't know how it really completely. It's a lot easier, I feel, using a keyboard and a mouse to shoot, and you get accuracy. I feel a console, it's not as good. I don't know, it's just my opinion, but I'm loving the game.
I have not played Overwatch, but doesn't mean I won't try it in the future.
Well, you should. It's addicting.
That's what I'm hearing. It's like a MOBA, and I'm not into MOBA games, but I'll give it a try someday.
FPS, first-person shooter game. It's really good, and I could see it becoming a movie one day. Like, they have these animated shorts, and they're actually pretty good.
I haven't watched any of those either, but I'm going to check those out. I heard they're really, really well done.
Oh, yeah. There's Overwatch porn.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, I didn't discover this myself. I didn't go on Google and go Overwatch porn. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, no. I watched this one YouTuber and he mentioned it in his video, and I was like, "What? There's Overwatch porn? What the fuck?" And a friend sending me a snap of it, and it's so detailed. It looks like the actual character. This is a new level.
and the funny part is Blizzard is trying to go on the internet and trying to get rid of it all. And I was
Really?
thinking to myself, like, why are they trying to get rid of it? That's just going to enhance people to go make more.
Yeah. Plus, there's porn for everything. Like,
Porn.
anime. Like, I'm a huge like Dragon Ball Z fan, and there's like Dragon Ball Z porn. Like, it's fucked up.
There's been Dragon Ball Z porn since I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yes, I looked at porn in elementary school. I was a bad kid.
Speaking about Dragon Ball Z, I actually popped in last night. I want to rewatch the whole thing again because I had it all on VHS. They had not V yeah. Well, actually, a few years ago when I was a kid, a few years ago, more than that, like a couple of decades ago almost, I had Dragon Ball Z on VHS, and I went swimming. And I put it in my locker, and someone stole it, so I was really upset. But then I bought it on DVD. They had these orange brick sets on DVD, and I got all of them, and those maybe like $60 each. And because they were DVD, and it cuts off there's like these black bars on top, and it's really annoying. So I picked it up on Blu-ray. So I have this, and I freaking love it. So
sweet.
Yeah. So I've just watched the first episode on this one just to see how it looks, but I want to rewatch it from the start again. So yeah, massive Dragon Ball Z fan.
I never got into it as a kid. Like everyone in school loved it, and they like praised it. And maybe it's because I don't know if Dragon Ball Z was on cable, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe it was kind of annoying because they would play like the first season and then sort of the next season, but it was called like the Ocean dubbed, which had different voices, and then they would always recycle it from the first episode back to this episode, and I was just like, I want to see how the show like actually got a better version of it, and the voices are the ones I hear today. It was so much better, and I finally got to finish watching it. And as a kid, I'm just like, yes, and I freaking loved it. And to this day, I still watch it. And my cousin told me as a child, "Oh, you're gonna grow up to be an adult, and this is one of your childhood shows you're never gonna go back and watch." Well, guess what, cousin? I'm still watching it.
I love when people tell me that, like when you're an adult, you're not going to love the things you loved when you were a kid. No, that's not true. I still love the things that I loved when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I know you're a big wrestling fan, and
you could say that. And I'm not as big as I used to be, because
but you know more than an average fan.
Yeah, I'm not a complete fucking idiot when it compared to liking certain guys. John Cena. So I have a cough. Roman Reigns. You know, there's people who are just boring as fuck and who get all the glory. I'm just like, okay, go away, retire, get released. I want to see my favorites, and all my favorites always get injured and go away, and it just pisses me off. Daniel Bryan, like,
Who is your favorite superstar right now, as of right now?
I really like Dean Ambrose because I don't know. I feel like he's entertaining in the ring. I love his mic skills. I think he should be the face of the company, not Roman Reigns. I usually always cheer for the heels because they're way more entertaining. I love a bad guy. Of course, there's like the legends I like. Is like Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite of all time. The Rock, and it's kind of no name to say, and he's a hometown hero, Chris Benoit. I know it's you shouldn't be saying his name.
I love Chris Benoit.
I met him in 2005. Yes, And I shook his hand. He was such a nice guy. I got the heavyweight title with him. I had a picture of it too. Lost the damn picture. Ugh. Yeah. And my first time going to a wrestling event was 2005 SmackDown. And the huge storyline was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. That was the big feud.
Oh my
And for
goodness.
some reason, they weren't there in my hometown. So that major feud wasn't featured on that show. And then Eddie dies months later. And I was just like, fuck. I never got to see Eddie Guerrero live. And that pissed me off.
I never got to see him. I actually just went to my first live show like Christmas of 2 years ago, the Christmas Raw, and it was probably one of the most god awful things I've ever seen. It was like when Big Show was wearing the diaper.
Oh God, ew.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. But then I went to the SummerSlam Go Home show last year, which that was cool. Got to see Brock Lesnar, which I was like, yeah, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I don't think it was who was SummerSlam's main event? It was Rollins versus Cena, wasn't it?
I have no idea. I think last year I actually stopped watching for like 5 to 8 months. I was done. I was like, this is shit. I don't care anymore. It's not fun to watch. So I was completely done. And then Royal Rumble is a pay-per-view I usually always watch. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch the Royal Rumble. And then AJ Styles debuted. I had no idea. I didn't go online. I didn't know he was showing up. So when he showed up, I was like, oh my God. I had a mark out moment. And unfortunately, I was at some friend's place. So I had to keep it down to myself because they're not the best people to react. And they just basically sit there and are distracted by their kids. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. And WrestleMania happened. It got a lot better than last year's WrestleMania. And now it's improving a lot with the women's division and tag team division, which I've been always wanting, finally. But the main event needs to change because I'm tired of these. I'm tired of Cena and I'm tired of Roman Reigns. Like, just go away.
And to touch on your Dean Ambrose, it's funny, and probably people will disagree with me. I'm actually tired of Dean Ambrose. I'm very tired. And I'll tell you why. Because I feel like they dropped the ball with him. He's been in the main event so long. People can say he's been chasing the title, but he loses all these pointless matches. And that one with Chris Jericho at Extreme Rules was probably one of the most boring matches I've ever seen in my life.
I think I actually liked that match. I can't remember. Oh, wait, I never saw that pay-per-view. I had to work.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Oh, what was I going to say? But, because the Money in the Bank pay-per-view is a couple weeks, and I like that pay-per-view a lot. And I don't want Ambrose to win because, I don't know, to me he's just getting stale. He needs a heel turn or something, but they're not going to do that because the kids love him.
I just hate how WWE is blind and they are, like, you have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. And clearly the fans hate Roman Reigns and like Seth Rollins. But any outsider fan who would watch this for the first time, when you see fans booing Roman Reigns, they're like, oh, he must be the bad guy. It's like, actually, no, he's the baby face. He's the main event. He's a big star. And they're like, really? Why are they booing him? It's like, didn't you have to explain so much? And they're just like, okay, I don't care anymore. And it's just company's ass backwards on who they want as the next star. And I miss the days if it was the fans who got to choose who they think is the main star, the next big guy, the next Stone Cold, the next Rock, so on. Not WWE handpicking people. And as much as I hate Cena, at least he earned sort of people's respect and earned a shot being a main eventer. He wasn't really handpicked because I feel like he was kind of the second guy because Brock left. Because if Brock Lesnar never left back then, I don't think Cena would be as big star he would be today. And I am tired of Cena's character, though.
I hate John Cena more than anything. I cannot stand him. And the thing is, it's not WWE picking these guys; it's Vince. But it all comes down to Vince McMahon. At the end of the day, if it's his decision on who he wants to be the top guy, and he wants Roman Reigns because he has the look. He loves guys who can't work the mic, and he's just now Roman Reigns is a great athlete, but he's starting to become the 5 moves of doom guy. You know, he only does the Superman punch, that clothesline, the kick on the outside. He doesn't even do the kick on the outside of the ring anymore. The stupid spear that they're doing, that he does. And then he does the whole roo-ah, and that's it. That's all he does, and then the match is over, and he kicks out of everything.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. When he faced AJ Styles and he kicked out of like everything, and I'm just like, come on. It's predictable when he kicks out of everything. And I watched this other podcast, and they were talking about how finishers don't mean much anymore because people kick out all the time.
And we were talking. I was talking to these guys because this guy that I watch on YouTube, you can call him to his show at the end and talk to the guys. And I asked him, why the hell does WWE consider to bury all these guys? Because Roman Reigns put AJ Styles in the ground already, and now Cena's just going to bury him or finish him off. And then AJ Styles will come out being the next Adam Rose.
Oh, God. I think he was released. Thank goodness.
Yeah, he was. They also just announced a Fatal 4 Tag Team Championship match at Money in the Bank.
That's good. I'm happy with tag teams getting better, and I'm so worried about the brand split. Like, we haven't talked about that at all, and before this podcast, what's your thought of this brand extension?
Now, SmackDown needs to be better than Raw back in the day, between like the early 2000s, and now that I haven't even touched on the brand split actually.
Yeah.
It depends what they do, because if they put all the main stars on Raw and all these, like Dolph Ziggler's and like Fandango and Tyler Breeze and Goldust and R-Truth on SmackDown, no one's going to want to watch SmackDown because it's not going to mean anything. Now, like if you throw like Seth Rollins on SmackDown and keep Roman Reigns on Raw, or put Reigns and Cena on different shows, which I have a SmackDown, but they have to balance it out. Like when Randy Orton comes back, put him on SmackDown.
I heard that the WWE Championship will be on both shows, so they're not bringing back the World Heavyweight title. Thank God.
I actually love the big gold belt.
I like the design, but it became a joke because the title was being defended at the first match at WrestleMania, and it's like that should be your main event, not the first match. Like I could even see the World Heavyweight title being a pre-show match, and that's pathetic. And I do like the design of it. The current WWE title design is a lot better than the Spinner title. Dear God, that was just awful.
I hate that Spinner title.
But it's just, I was talking to some people, and like I was saying, like, okay, Raw in recent weeks have not been that great. They're saying Shane and Cole running Raw, I think it's actually been going downhill again. Like the weeks when it was just Shane, it was awesome. And if they can't even put on a good Raw, how are you going to put on a great SmackDown and juggle both? It makes just no sense.
And there's also a rumor that SmackDown's going to be 3 hours too, starting.
God.
So I was like, okay, if you think about it, a pay-per-view is averagely what, like 3.5 hours, maybe, if it's running on too long. And then that's Sunday, and then Raw's 3 hours, and then SmackDown could be 3 hours. So that's 9 hours.
Yeah,
and that is going to be complete overkill. Like I can't watch 9 hours of wrestling. I'll go nuts, especially with this crappy product.
I wish. I think Raw needs to go back to 2 hours.
That I agree. But the brand split, I don't know. I can see it. I'm worried about it.
I'm also worried that WWE's gonna fuck up, and what really worried me is on Raw last week with the New Day coming out. He doesn't even know what the hell they're doing, because even Shane and Stephanie said on air they have no idea. So that shows that really backstage they have no idea. And Shane said that anybody can be split up. It doesn't matter who you are. That scared me, because back in the day when you had tag teams, they split tag teams. I'm like, you finally got a great tag team on your roster. Don't split any of them up. If you want to put New Day on SmackDown, have them as the New Day. Don't put like, oh, you got Kofi Kingston on SmackDown and you got Xavier Woods on Raw. You just split the New Day. I'm just like, you ruin tag teams if you do that. I want to see Big Cass and Enzo together and so on. All these tag teams, just put them as a tag team. Don't split any tag teams. Dear God, don't do that. I'm gonna be pissed if they do that.
And the women's division too. There's really, because a lot of them are hurt right now, and a lot of them they're not using. But there's really not a lot to split there either with the women's division. So I don't know what they're gonna do there. If they're gonna call up more NXT people, but NXT is starting to go downhill, I've heard.
Yeah, actually, I was watching with this podcast, and they were kind of worried because they just changed the name of the NXT's next pay-per-view called NXT The End. So the word "the end" sounds like, oh, is this the end of NXT? Because NXT is really good. Don't cancel that.
They got all of TNA in there pretty much. I know Finn Balor's going to get called up soon. Samoa Joe will get called up soon. And then you guys got guys like Austin Aries, who should be on the main roster already. And then Bobby Roode's actually with WWE. He just hasn't debuted yet. And all these guys are going to get called up so fast, and they're going to be left with nothing down there. And that is the concern.
Yeah, I'm just concerned when these great stars come onto the main roster because they're not treated as good compared to when they were on NXT. There's a few that actually have been doing good on the main roster. Like, I think Kevin Owens has done good. Like, he's like
I want him to win Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank?
I want Kevin Owens to win the Money in the Bank.
If I had to pick, obviously, because I'm a fan of Dean Ambrose, but my second, I think, would actually be Cesaro. I've been liking what he's doing because I love his freaking entrance now. I love it's like a James Bond theme when he walks out, eat the gun barrel, and he just rips off his shirt. I love it. So I'm glad that he's finally using him right, like turning him to a babyface finally, because even Stone Cold's been behind him. He's even asked Vince, like, why aren't you guys using Cesaro? And Vince said, well, he doesn't have the charisma. Really, Vince? You're so fucking blind. Yes, he does. He has more charisma in his damn pinky than Roman Reigns does in his whole body. Come on.
And I've noticed, too, the last couple of weeks, the Raw crowds have been very, they've been boring. And most of the time I like watching Raw for the reaction of the crowd, and superstars that usually get the reactions aren't even getting the reactions. So it's like, okay. Like when Dean Ambrose,
how I feel. What's that?
Like when Dean Ambrose came out, he usually gets a pretty decent pop. And he didn't get a big pop last night. He really just got a woo. And that's how the whole crowd sounded like the last couple of weeks. They've been very bored. That's not good.
I feel like American crowds are bored of wrestling. Like they see it a lot. Like they get wrestling maybe 3 times a year or 4 times a year. Like, because I live in Canada, I haven't gone to freaking wrestling in 2 years. We haven't got Raw or SmackDown in 2 years. So when they come here, we are super excited because it's a rare thing. And our crowds cheer more. Maybe it's just our city or our country, but we cheer way more than what we see in the States. And I freaking love it because a few years ago, Raw came to my hometown. CM Punk was the big star at the time. It was Summer of Punk. And you can actually Google this and type in fan throws t-shirt at Cena. And it was in my hometown. And Cena takes off his red shirt, throws in the crowd, and they throw it back at him twice.
Yeah, I know that. I saw that, actually. That was really funny.
Yeah. So that's only happened, I think, ECW One Night Stand and in my hometown. So, yeah.
It's the European crowds and the Canadian crowds. They usually do go pretty crazy. They go off. They usually come up with the most fun chants, the most random chants, which I love. And
especially the day after Mania.
That day after Mania crowd was crazy, yeah. Because it's usually the mixed bag.
You would think each week the crowd previously would want to outshine the other crowd. If I was in another city, I'm like, you know what? That crowd last week was awesome. We should do a lot better this week. That should be people's opinions, but they just don't care. It's like you're paying good money to see wrestling, and you just sit there like you're in front of your television looking bored. I don't understand it.
The group chat, or how do you turn chat on?
Chat on.
Or a live chat? Yeah, like a live chat. 'Cause I know you can. I thought I had it turned on, but it's not turned on.
It says live in the corner for me.
Well, yeah, it says live, but you know, you can have chat so people can talk in the comments.
I have no clue. I've never figured that part out.
We have to figure that out for future shows, because
Yeah, this is for like watch later.
yeah, well, like when we get, you know, the actual, this is just a test pretty much. And when we get the actual group in here, then we'll have, you know, more fun with it. But it is what it is.
I like to get other people's opinions as well. So
yeah, because like we already have Tech Gamer who said he wants to come in, but he's at work, and you're going to work soon, and that's it. And then I don't know. I'm trying to see if anyone else wants to join in. I really don't talk to anybody else on YouTube that I can say that I'm like, oh, well, I actually like these guys.
yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So I don't know what else to talk about. There's really nothing else. I think we pretty much covered WWE stuff because, I mean, the bottom line, I want to love WWE. I do, but they're just making it so difficult.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Chris? Now, this is going to sound racist, but it's not. Are you a fan of Chris Jericho?
1 second.
Oh, boy. I love Chris Jericho. And I know he appreciates the Canadian crowd. Yep, okay.
Okay. Right. Jericho, okay, he is a living legend. He is the author of rock and roll and all that stuff he says. And he plays such a great heel. And I freaking love it. And I actually did like his feud with Dean Ambrose. I thought that should have been a WrestleMania match instead. Because with him facing AJ, we already seen the match twice before. So when it happened at WrestleMania, I was just like, okay, whatever. We already seen it. So I was hoping Dean versus Jericho would happen at WrestleMania. And I like their feud a lot better. I like how Dean ripped Jericho's jacket. That was shocking as hell. But and on Raw, I saw how they're up on the ladders. And Jericho sitting up the ladder with his legs crossed. And he's just
and he's trying to make his meme go back or fly up again because he had that big meme on from Extreme Rules when he was like, you know, got the thumbtacks, and now they're making a bunch of other memes with him sitting.
Yeah, and then he calls the crowd stupid idiots, and they chat stupid idiots. Okay, that was kind of funny. And how he talks about he invented Money in the Bank ladder match, which I really I don't know if it really was him. It was whatever, but. And how he talks about he won one, and they're like, which one? And he just the first one. It's like, no, that was Edge. And the sixth one, I don't know who won the sixth one, but that I did find that opening Raw was actually kind of funny.
It was funny, yeah. I don't know. I don't think Jericho's gonna win the Money in the Bank at all because, well, he doesn't. If he did, I'd be surprised because last year Sheamus won because, you know, why not?
That was such a downhill. What a waste of that was, huh?
That was stupid. I like Sheamus, but he's not anywhere close to the star he used to be.
Yeah, and just keep making Ninja Turtles movies, Sheamus. But I did like the shot of actually AJ saying that he loves Cena's cameos in movies because that's what they are. Thank you, because I'm tired of WWE kind of pretending that when a wrestler's in a movie, they are the stars. They're not. Like they'll say John Cena's movie, Sisters. Like John Cena's in a cameo in a movie. He's not the star. WWE tries always pretending that their stars are bigger outside of this WWE bubble when they're not. If you're not The Rock, sorry, but not many people follow WWE like you think. Like my friend doesn't watch wrestling. He never even knew who John Cena was until I started ranting about how much I hate that pile of shit. And he'll once in a while send me that John Cena meme when, you know, the music hits. It goes, John Cena, dun, 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 dun. I'm just like, oh, God. So at least he became a meme.
Really quick, because I don't think we touched on that whole John Cena, AJ Styles the promo from last night that John Cena pretty much told AJ Styles he's a nobody.
I sort of felt like I kind of liked because AJ I felt like he outshined Cena a little bit because he talked about Cena, taking out the shovel and burying people, right? And Cena had that look like, oh shit, did he say that? Because it's.
And then also, did you see Cena said Bullet Club last night too? He didn't say the club on accident the first time he said Bullet Club. So I was like, oh.
Why are they not allowed to say that? Is copyrights or something?
Well, no, because Vince McMahon wants to own it, and New Japan just wants to let him use it, and he doesn't want to pay for it. So that's why they had to come up with their own name, which I was like,
you're
whatever.
a multi-million-dollar company and you don't want to pay for it. Yes, multi-million, not a billion. WWE likes to believe they're a billion-dollar company, but they're not. They've lost a lot of money. Like when Shane first came out and said that the ratings have dropped, the stock market has dropped. That's true. That was a shoot. That wasn't like something funny to say. That was real, and I laughed. So
I don't know.
And I had a friend for many years. I watched wrestling, and she was dating my brother, and put her pay-per-views and watch it. She wouldn't watch it with me. Now she watches wrestling when it's not as good as it used to be, and I'm just like thinking, what the hell? And she likes the most stupid wrestlers. She was a huge fan of Stardust, and I'm just like,
I like Cody Rhodes. I did not like Stardust.
He was a mimic of Goldust. Honestly, Cody didn't like playing the character. That's why he quit. Yep. Which really sucks because Cody could have easily became a WWE champion at least one time. And they dropped the ball on him. So many people have dropped the ball. Damian Sandow, they dropped the ball. He's way more talented than Roman Reigns.
I hate Charlotte, and she's more entertaining than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's true that. Speaking of Charlotte, I do not like this storyline that's going on with Ric Flair, how she's like, you weren't there for me. Well, I'm sorry, but if he wasn't working his ass off in the ring, you would be homeless. So, sorry, but this is stupid.
I don't like Charlotte. I don't like Dana Brooke. I like Natalia, but I don't feel like she should be in the main story right now. And who else was it? Becky Lynch. I can't get into her character. I can't.
Becky's fine. I would have been fine if Natalia won in that pay-per-view instead of doing a screw job, and then maybe the next night in a rematch, Charlotte got the title back or whatever. Like, at least give her
that
one day, like they did with Zack Ryder. I always get that confused. Sorry. That's another thing. They dropped the ball on Zack Ryder. Oh my god, idiots!
Well, they messed him up in 2009.
So
they messed that up in 2009 when he was the U.S. champ and had all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, and he was a placeholder. Zack Ryder was a placeholder just so they can take the title off of Kevin Owens and give it to the Miz because they didn't want to really have heel wrestler go back to another heel wrestler. It was just fan service for WrestleMania. And that pissed me off.
And The Miz is the biggest movie star that WWE has.
If you want to call him a movie star. And it's like, is he like filming another movie, The Marine 5? There's 5.
Fucking 5. How many do you have to make of these? Come up with
If he's currently filming a movie, then why didn't they take the title off of him? That makes no sense. Because he's a movie star. Yeah, okay. He's like a D-list star. I'm sorry, but no one's watched his fucking movies. I'm sorry. You want to be a movie star? Like, even we talked about Sheamus is a better movie star. He was actually in a blockbuster movie, The Ninja Turtles. People will see that compared to The Marine 5, which will go straight to DVD.
I hate
just
WWE.
Such a joke.
I have not. I don't even remember the last good one they've had. Like the Condemned with Stone Cold wasn't a WWE Studios movie, but that movie was good.
That was the only good one because it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. The rest just.
I don't know. I think we've covered WWE though.
There's one
Wow,
thing
I don't even
before.
know.
There's one thing I'm
Go ahead.
curious. You have the network?
You know what's funny? I actually went to go check my network last night because I was going to watch that Swerved show just because I think it's kind of entertaining. And nope, I don't have it right now. I
Yeah, I can't get it because it's harder to get it in Canada because you have to have cable, and it's $11.99 in Canada. And I don't want cable because I watch everything online for free. Why would I want to pay $30 for cable on top of $11.99 for the WWE network? No, 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 that's not worth it. And I don't watch Total Divas bullshit. I don't care. I don't watch WWE Camp. I don't care if it's like rated freaking 14A or whatever. I just no.
sure.
I'm like, it's
That's
if
old
it's
car.
not
Okay.
24/7, and I just don't care.
All right. Well, I think yeah, I can't. I have the network, or because just to watch the pay-per-views, but it's a waste of money for me. It really is.
I'm just, and what pissed me off is a few years ago when they said it's better than Netflix. Yeah, right.
Netflix is actually doing really good right now. They're actually because before they kind of started off so good, then they kind of just flattened out. Now that they're coming out with all these original movies and shows, it's starting to like producers and directors are like, yeah, we'll start making movies for Netflix. Like look at Adam Sandler for example. His movies on the silver screen or on theaters suck. I love Adam Sandler, but they suck. His last two on Netflix are freaking hilarious. And the what was it? The
I haven't watched it because I don't like Adam Sandler anymore with his new movies. It's like when I think of his movies that come out in theaters, I don't want to give his Netflix shows a chance. I'm just like, if they're funny, okay, but I just like I like Adam Sandler of the old like Billy Madison, right, or Happy
yeah,
Gilmore, which I think those are two of like his best movies.
I don't. And what was that? What is that one? The knockoff of Hateful Eight they made. Like
I watched that trailer. I was like, yeah, it looks
the
awful.
movie was actually really funny. Me and my cousin watched it, and we were cracking up the whole time. It was ridiculous. He has more he has more say on Netflix than he does on the regular theater for some reason.
That's weird.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I
So,
haven't seen the new one yet.
what's your favorite movie of all time? If you have,
Oh,
you can think of. Mine's kind of obvious.
well, if any indication of posters behind me.
Same here.
Yeah, so
Which I
off
freaking
the top of the head,
I love that I the Force Awakens poster. That made my day. I was just like jumping up for joy. I was like, yes, that's what I always wanted.
favorite movie. It's tough. At the moment, I would probably say Star Wars just because it's on the top of the brain, but I have a lot of movies behind me that I love.
Yeah, I'd always pick like Empire Strikes Back as my favorite movie of all time. After that, it's like Back to the Future. I think I love.
Let's see.
Like it's so easy. It's just so rewatchable. I do really like your Star Wars posters you have.
Well, and behind my TV back there, or I don't know
Yeah,
if you can see it. I can't really. There's more. There's more back there, like along that wall, but I can't show them off since that.
yeah.
Um,
I'm
yeah,
always changing my setup. I'm probably. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I haven't done that video yet. I should do that video soon of my room setup because there's a lot to show. Like all this right here, all these right here, it's like all Walking Dead toys. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't like Walking Dead, but that's like my favorite TV show on TV.
Awesome. This is gonna be out of the blue, but I didn't really want to talk about it again. But I got a comment, someone telling me when I watched the Ghostbusters trailer, they're like, "Well, you like Star Wars?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "What's the Awakens was shit? It was the same thing as Episode 4," which I'm like, "How are you comparing the Great Force Awakens compared to the shit of Ghostbusters trailer?" Because like it's just they're rehashing it. I'm just like, "Oh my god." I just didn't understand it.
Now, Force Awakens, watch the Honest trailer. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I watched those.
They pretty much did remake A New Hope, but it was well made. Like, it was very well done. It wasn't shit. It wasn't like, it was very enjoyable.
It wasn't a complete remake. It had like elements that were similar, yes, but I don't remember a stormtrooper going rogue in A New Hope, right? There's so many new characters in The Force Awakens, and I love each of these new characters. I freaking loved Rey. I freaking Finn, Poe Dameron, all these new characters, Kylo Ren. I freaking love them, and they're. I think Force Awakens will go down in history as like people will realize it actually really is a good movie because not many people know it. But when Empire Strikes Back, it didn't get the best reviews as well when that came out. People thought, oh, it's just similar to A New Hope or something like that, and the critics didn't like it. And now Empire Strikes Back is considered the best Star Wars movie, and well, it is, in my opinion. And it's such a great movie, so it's gonna take years for people to realize Force Awakens is probably good. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
Who? Okay, here's a question for you, and this is usually a good one. Who is your favorite Star Wars character?
oh dear God! Oh, well, who's my
That's a
favorite
tough
Star
one.
Wars character? I don't know, man. That's a tough question to ask. Fuck.
Fuck, fucking Yoda. Okay. Okay.
Darkseid, I do not what you're doing.
Mine is probably this guy right here. I don't know if you can see him.
Darth Vader?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's Vader and Yoda. They're both equal. It's like, and people they like the bitch and like, oh, they think Kylo Ren wasn't that great of a villain, but to me, he was way more powerful. He had more of a backstory than Vader did in A New Hope. Yeah, like we know Vader's whole story arc because he's had 3 films. I'm not counting the prequels, but Kylo Ren had one movie, and in the first scene in his movie, which I freaking loved, he freaking stopped a force beam. Holy shit! Vader never did that.
I think he's better than Count Dooku.
Oh, by far, he's better than Darth Maul. Like Kylo Ren, I love the look. I love the triple lightsaber thing. He used more force powers, and they did new force powers because that's what I always was kind of criticism of Star Wars. I'm like, I want to see new force powers, and they finally did, stopping the fucking force beam. You know, like freeze. He froze Rey still. Like I never seen that happen. He can sort of read minds, and like he was awesome. I freaking loved it. But yeah, Force Awakens is my favorite movie of 2015, and I seen it 6 times in theaters.
Jesus, man. Wow. I've seen it once, and I wanted to see it more, but I just couldn't get to it.
And 6 times, not like in like 6, like within days or weeks. It was literally within the first 6 days.
Wow.
It was like back to back. Oh, well, the first 5. The 6 was like maybe a month later, but yeah, me and my friend kind of went all crazy and got pre-tickets, like 5 tickets in advance each day.
My friend Billy, actually, I think he said he saw it 23 times.
Damn, my cousin's seen it 17 times. Okay, I can never go it that far. 6 is record breaking for me, seeing the same movie more. But wow, 23 times, holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, dude, wow. Like I saw Deadpool twice, and that's a lot for me. But yeah, I enjoyed Force Awakens. When I went to the theater and heard the music, the dun, dun, I was like locked in for the whole time. I was just like, wow, we're at this part again. I remember seeing Star Wars Episode 3 when I was like 10.
I know, and like people don't understand that Star Wars isn't just a movie; it's a big experience. And my coworkers are like, "Oh, Star Wars sucks." Well, it's like, okay, whatever. Your opinion's stupid. Like you can't, if you haven't seen the movie, you can't really say that. And they just don't understand. It's part of my childhood. I grew up like Star Wars is really one of the the first big blockbuster movies I saw, and there's the characters. There's so much into these characters that I love. And my other coworker tells me, he's like, "Oh, Star Wars makes no sense. I don't understand it." I have a 4-year-old cousin who understands Star Wars. So my 4-year-old cousin understands it, and you don't. Okay. But whatever. I could be a big fanboy obsessed with Star Wars, but I will admit that because it's my life. I freaking love it.
And he could like something completely stupid that we don't like, right? So like, you know, people love certain things more than, you know, not everyone's gonna like the same thing as much as somebody else.
Yeah. And the thing is too is, okay, I can understand if you don't like it, but if you haven't watched it, you don't want to give it a chance. Oh my god.
That's my Star Wars, my piggy bank, or my money bank. It's heavy. But yeah, he sits there every time I make videos.
Wow. But anyway, I had this discussion with this guy who every time I watched it, he would be like, no, he just hated it, absolutely hated it for no reason. And I'm like, okay, you could hate and all that, but it is sort of a fact that without Star Wars, movies today would not be the same because it revolutionized the way movies were filmed with not having CGI effects at the time and basically created like blue screen effects and props and all that. So it changed movie industry forever, and it's a fact. So,
yeah.
What?
And then I see, do you have Kylo Ren behind you?
Yeah.
Or his mask?
Yep.
Nice. Is that the really nice one that was like $90, or is it just the cheap one?
It's kind of the cheap one that I got at the Disney store, and the fucking the audio, the voice changer fucking doesn't work anymore, so that pisses me off. And I got a Stormtrooper mask as well. And actually, we never discussed this because you're asking me about how I created my YouTube name channel. I never talked about my YouTube name.
I see you have a Stormtrooper tattoo too.
Okay. Yes, it's a Stormtrooper. My name is Mark, so Stormtrooper Mark. But the name was more of a coincidence. Like, I got this tattoo last year in June, and I officially started my YouTube channel in December of 2014. So it was like months before. And the name was just something stupid I typed in onto the account. And it wasn't like, oh, I want to create a YouTube channel. I need a YouTube name, so I'm going to come up with a name. It was just something silly. And because I had this account, so I just made videos, and it sticked. And I've had some people didn't like the name. Some people like it. They think it sounds catchy. I'm almost to the point I was almost going to change it. I just can't think of anything. But being almost to 400 subscribers, I think it might be too late.
Yeah, don't your YouTube name.
Yeah.
Because eventually people are like, yeah, Stormtrooper Mark, I know who that is.
Yeah, plus also, my name Mark, which, Mark Hamill played Luke Skywalker. He dressed as a Stormtrooper one time. So it kind of meshes right. Yeah, you type in the name like Mark Hamill Stormtrooper, you actually would find my channel in that description.
Yeah.
So it works out fine. So I think it's fine. So.
Well, I think it is time to start wrapping this thing up. So plug your channel, and then I'll plug mine, and then we'll say our goodbyes, and we'll get back together.
More, but okay. We can just talk after this and don't have to be alive. Yeah, Stormtrooper Mark is my channel name. I also have a Facebook page. It's stormtroopermark.com. Twitter, Mark the Jedi. Yeah, such a nerd. I also have Twitch, which I haven't really used. I have no subscribers on Twitch yet. I've only just made it, so it's new. It's also stormtroopermark.com, I believe. Instagram, Stormtrooper Mark. Oh my god. Yeah, so yeah, Stormtrooper Mark everywhere.
All right, Stormtrooper Mark. And you guys know mine is MKG Entertainment. The links will be down below in the video whenever we put it up. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed this, we're gonna have more people next time. This was just a test of our show. That we haven't even thought of the name yet and anything like that. But pretty much, we're just gonna talk about countless topics that you can think of. You know, we talked about Ghostbusters, wrestling, and video games, Star Wars, you name it. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. We'll get multiple opinions because obviously we're not gonna agree on everything. But yeah, guys, I'm John, and I'll see you guys later.
I'm Mark, and this is Yoda. Goodbye.